This next fight, I've got an opinion on. I'm going to share it right now. Bruno Silva versus Alex Pereira. This is the UFC trying to launch Alex Pereira to a title shot with Israel Adesanya, while Israel Adesanya is the champion, as soon as they possibly can. Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya is a massive money fight that the UFC really wants, and this is why they put in Alex Pereira up against these guys like Bruno Silva. A guy like Bruno Silva, a win for Alex Pereira, this would give him a shot at the top 15 in my opinion. This is how badly the UFC wants this guy in the top 15. And I'm kind of for it, man. I really do want to see Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya fight again in MMA. I think it would be very interesting. It would be a fight which I'll be very excited to see, and it's a fight I really do want to see. I think it would be great. But let's talk about this fight. Bruno Silva, he's 22-6. When I was looking at this fight, man, as soon as it was made, I was definitely on the side of Alex Pereira, but I do like the MMA experience of Bruno Silva. I looked into his record a little bit deeper. Not really that deeply, but a little bit deeper. 19 wins by KO. Those 6 losses, 5 of them are by submission. None of his wins are by submission. Bruno Silva, I don't think, is going to be looking to take this fight to the ground. Alex Pereira, as we all know, is going to be wanting to keep the fight on the feet. Very extensive kickboxing record, 34-7, but you do have to throw in 2 wins over Israel Adesanya in that record as well. And Israel Adesanya, I think, retired from kickboxing with a 75-5 record in kickboxing. So yeah, world champion over at Glory Kickboxing, coming over to the UFC, trying to make his name for himself in MMA, and he's done well to do that so far. He knocked out his first opponent, Andreas Michailidis, in the second round, but Andreas was trying to take him to the ground. He was trying to grapple him. Alex Pereira showed surprisingly good takedown defense. He kind of showed that he did actually know what he was doing. It was kind of surprising in my opinion. He showed that he was able to defend takedowns against a guy like Andreas, kept the fight on the feet, made a read, knocked him out in the second round. Bruno Silva, on the other hand, knocked out Jordan Bright, knocked out Andrew Sanchez, knocked out Wellington Turman, knocked out Artem Frolov, who was undefeated at the time, knocked out Alexander Shlemenko. Alexander Shlemenko, a pretty difficult guy to finish, and a guy that was meant to headline an Eagle FC card for the Eagle FC title coming up, but unfortunately that fight got cancelled. But my pick is Alex Pereira. I do think Alex Pereira is going to win this fight, and I do think he's probably going to chin Bruno Silva. I do think Jordan Wright actually did hurt Bruno Silva on the feet, which is pretty concerning because you guys know I'm not too high on Jordan Wright. For me anyway, I do think that his level of competition is not that great. But Alex Pereira, on the other hand, man, level of competition in MMA, not incredible. But actually 6-0 is pretty good, but you've got to understand like where I'm coming from, man. He's only 4-1 in the MMA, but he's looking good. He's looked good against Andreas Michailidis. If he can knock out Bruno Silva, they're going to give him a top 15 opponent. If he wins against that top 15 opponent, they're probably going to give him like a highly ranked opponent that's a striker that's going to keep it on the feet. If he wins that, we've got a title shot for Alex Pereira. We've got Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya 3, but in MMA. This is going to be what the UFC wants. Is that a reality? Potentially. Alex Pereira is my pick to win the fight. I think he's going to get the job done. He's going to get the job done on the feet. But would Bruno Silva shock me personally if he wins by knockout? Not really, man, because Bruno Silva is a very legitimate guy as well. 2 older guys just outside of the top 15 looking into getting into the top 15. I like Bruno Silva, but I also like Alex Pereira. I'm going to be picking Alex Pereira to win this fight here. Almost 35 years old. Bruno Silva almost 33. 2 older middleweight prospects. They're going to fight each other. I'm looking forward to it. I think Alex Pereira is going to knock him out.